Booyah.
And we're back to the BradyBagz show. Joey's not here today.
Joey is not here today.
Joey said he's sick. He got some kind of cold.
Epizootis.
So, he got epizootis.
What the fuck is that?
That's some shit I just
He
made
got
up.
epizootis, but we're gonna keep pushing on. It is Sunday. We're 3 weeks out from my fight. I am here. We are pushing forward.
I just
Clap it up.
If you hear it, if you hear a baby,
If you hear a baby crying, it is not the baby from The Hangover.
Carlos,
It's not Carlos.
We have a special guest,
Yes.
Mrs.
She's
Brady
off
and
camera.
baby
You
girl
do not
Brady.
see her,
yes.
but she is here if you hear a baby cry.
I wanted, before we even recap and get into some other stuff, I wanted to almost do a State of the Union, right? And I just want y'all to know, like, I understand even like the last couple episodes, but I just thought we all understood where we were.
Mm-hmm.
You just took a short fight notice,
Yeah.
or short notice fight slightly. Joey is in fight camp. That puts you in fight camp. You also just had the child.
Yeah.
This and that, and it's just it has been a little bit rocky, but we always chase consistency.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that we always. I don't care if it's an 8-minute show. I want to do
Still
it.
put it
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if you say I got 4 minutes, Kirk,
Yep.
and I got to get to a doctor.
Yep.
I would rather just do it because it's people that look forward to seeing the show every week, right? So yeah, we apologize if it has seemed like the quality slightly dropped.
Today's going to be a good episode.
It is. We are going to get everything back rolling, but we're he's human. You're human.
Things happen,
And
man.
I say it all the time. When I say I be tired, when you see me here, I am.
We all
exhausted.
got a lot on our plates, but we still find a way to show
Yes.
up.
Not
It
too
is-
much me. My plates are always empty.
Your plates
Plate's always full, right?
your plates are full.
Yeah, cuz.
Did any of you guys watch any of the fights last night?
I was like, so when we driving back, like it's the end of the day when the fight's on, so I'll be leaning back in the seat. The fight comes on, I'm like leaning back watching it, and then then I'll be like, yeah. So,
I watched Charles Johnson and the Uzbek.
We were wrong. I didn't see it.
Timarov.
It was a close fight.
Okay.
First round, Timarov was throwing heat.
Did he grab? Oh no, did he grapple?
No, he did not. But he defended
lot of
he
takedowns?
actually, I think he took Charles down once. He defended a lot of shots from Charles. He was coming out heavy pressure for first round. Second round, he kind of changed up his game plan, was on his bike a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Still clipping Charles when he was coming in, but it was a closer round for Charles, but I still thought he was down 2. And then third round, Charles came out hot. He definitely won the third, but it just wasn't enough. He got like dropped to like a knee here and there. Like the Uzbek would catch his kick, push him down. So yeah, it was a close fight, but Charles did lose. I respect Charles though. I follow him on Instagram. He was literally running an hour after the fight. He was like running and like tearing up, like about like he was just upset about the fight.
And he was just getting back to work?
He was just shuffling down the street, just running.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, my man.
I didn't realize it, but somebody pointed out in the comments, was like, yo, they really hate Charles. I didn't know he had some sort of
I'm like, my man's a
friction
dog.
there.
Who? With the
I guess,
UFC?
but UFC, I guess.
Well, he was upset that he was the first fight of the night, but then Dominic Cruz made a good point. He's like, yo, like, this
That's
is
a
a
good
good
position?
fight. This is a good fight to set off the card. That's why they're giving you this position. So, yeah.
I think it's all about perspective. I think if you look at, I mean, if you look at it in a
if you
different
look,
perspective,
it depends on how you
I'm
look
setting
at
it off. I'm
Yeah.
going to set the, because sometimes you think some cards you watch, they set the tone like that first fight, and it's
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
card goes, and I don't know how you feel in the back when you see like, yo, it was a finish, he knocked him out, then the next
Yeah,
fight come out,
yeah.
another finish, or just not last. What was that, Seattle, right?
Yeah.
It was like 7 finishes
Yeah,
or something like that.
all first round.
Right. So,
But not first round. Every fight on the prelims was a finish.
yeah.
Andrea Lee lost like her 15th fight in a row. We didn't even talk about that.
Did JJ Aldrich look sharp boxing?
I didn't watch it.
She did. I watched.
I would have
entire
thought that's
card.
what I got from her when I was watching it.
Lucas Almeida lost. He also missed weight, so he's probably going to be on that next cut list.
Talk about that.
Chepe won a decision, grinded this dude up.
Chepe is a
Boy,
machine.
Jeppe looked good. Sean.
Austin Lane got slept.
He's seen dead
Now
relatives.
he
Yeah,
came
that was a
out,
dead relatives. punch.
knocked him down. He looked all right. I thought he was gonna be. He was trying to mix it up a little bit. He just, I guess, couldn't. He does. That's the hardest part about grappling. I guess in MMA is like you have to have both. Like you have to have wrestling to get to any type of jiu-jitsu base. I guess like that. Some people can if you don't have takedowns, then you have to have trips. You get what I'm saying? So
You have to have something.
You see him get underhooks, but it's like people don't know how to get. They can't chain it together.
Yeah.
You know. So
Let's not spend too much time
Yeah.
on this card. This card is.
oh, Danny Barlow, Sam
no,
Patterson. Oh, okay. My fault.
yeah, no.
Oh, all
Sam
right.
Patterson got a knockout.
Nobody saw that coming. Nobody bet that.
Nobody
there was
picked
probably
that.
no money on that
me.
bet.
I
Nobody.
didn't touch that shit.
The 155-pound Kelvin Gastelum won. I
heard that was a good.
I didn't watch it. I was
Good strike. Good.
That
Technical
dude
match.
Gomez is like he's nothing but striking. He doesn't have zero grappling at all.
Cody Brundage and Julian Marquez was a one-round barn
rock 'em,
burner.
sock
Bro,
'em,
they were beating the
robots.
shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Cody Brundage came out hot. You can tell he was like, they're both kind of fighting for their jobs here. Unfortunately, this is Julian Marquez's 4th loss in a row, so he's 0-4.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably the end for him, unfortunately. But
And Cody's kind of turning a new leaf, right?
yeah,
Because he's like turning the corner.
Yeah, no, he looked really good.
Yeah.
They both hurt each other bad, both like dropped each other, and then Cody wound up getting the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him, dropped him, ground and pound. Manel Cop.
Yo. Manel versus Pantoja has to happen. I think
They were talking shit to each other on the post fight.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, Manel Cop is. I think he's ready. And like I said, we get it. Pantoja's going to walk forward. He's going to come. He's going. You know what I mean? Like really try and just put
But
shit on you.
Manel,
So
he's the
so
next
good,
guy.
yo. I watched him last night. Like really watching that fight. Like just technical. Always aware. Now, 2 things to go back. One, the Cody Brundage fight. I'm sorry for jumping all over the place. The mouthpiece situation. Bad timing.
Both of them lost their mouthpieces. It's like, all right, let them both continue, because it's not like there was separation. They were this close to each other. They were still throwing. Bad time to step in there. That was a bad call.
And in the Cop situation, which they were hard to see, he was creating this thing. You saw him; he kept running from him, and it's almost like he was trying to hook him, but it was kind of turning into slats. But they were scratching his eyes. And Mike Beltran missed both times where the dude said like, "Yo, he poked me in the eye." And then the one time they reviewed it, they looked at the first punch, but didn't see that the next one came and scraped him like that, and it was like, "Oh, legal punch," and they sent it through. This really isn't like a big, I'm not gonna say big issue, but and it's easier for me to say not being in like a cage. But my thing is, I think at the end of the day, sometimes if we weren't fighting in the UFC, if me and you were scrapping in the streets, you poke me in the eye, what are we gonna do?
Keep fighting.
And I think that's the reality of sometimes
my
what
thing
needs
is
to
too,
happen.
if you're running away and it's like if you turn your head and you get punched in the back of the head,
yeah,
that's your fault. Like if you're getting ground and pounded and I start to turn and one of those strikes hit my head, like that's on you. So it's kind of the same thing. You can't be out here fucking. He was sprinting across the cage, like turning his back.
Yeah.
So good for Manel Cop though. Look good. It looks like another.
I think this loss aged well for the kid.
Manel's
going
another title challenger. For whoever wins out of Kai. Well, it's gonna be Kai and Pantoja, and then whoever wins that will probably fight Manel.
Mm-hmm.
Where you want to start off on this one, man? UFC 313.
My choice? God, there's a lot of regional.
My baby
regional
is just sleeping over there.
Good kid, man.
Good kid. Early prelims are Francis Marshall, Marion Santos. I'm not going to really touch on them.
Can I call it?
Yeah.
Give me Marion Santos. Even though Francis Marshall, he screwed our. I think we took Dennis Bazooka last time they fought, and he fucking got a body lock out this world that Dennis Bazooka couldn't break for like 6 minutes. And good wrestling, okay on the feet. But I watched Marion Santos in the Contender Series. I think it was the finale. Do you remember what was his name? Kyle Ofley. He knocked him down. He fell on his knees. Then he clipped him like 2. It was like a fatality looking knockout, but very hard to take down. It looked like very good. I guess he would be a kickboxer or something like that. But I like the kid, super confident. And just seems like he has a promising future. And now he's in the UFC, and I'm banking on him. I'll be watching him. And I think he's an Eric Nixick kid, if I'm correct.
Alex Morono, Carlos Leal. I'm not picking on this, but Alex Morono's a vet. He's fought literally everybody in the UFC. So he always brings it too.
Leal was robbed last fight against Fakardinov, if you remember. And
Yep. So, I remember that.
But he got the steroid marks
off. Something Santos is fighting Ozzy Diaz. Ozzy Diaz is, I don't know, I'm not impressed with him.
And I didn't see Santos.
Yeah.
I got to get, honestly, I got to get
out his last fight.
I got to get UFC Fight Pass. I'm being cheap, man.
Fight Pass is worth it.
Yeah, man.
Bruno Ferreira versus Armen Petrosyan. This is a good fight. I'm going to pick Armen Petrosyan. I think he has more ways to win. Bruno's like very small for middleweight. I mean, he makes it work sometimes, but most of the time he doesn't. I think he's, what is he? I know he won his last fight.
No, they both lost.
Oh, I'm sorry. He lost to Abus. He lost.
Correct.
He lost.
He,
to
knocked
before
out
that,
his
family beat
before
them up.
that, he knocked out Stoltzfus. So yeah, he's got big power in his hands. He definitely could knock out Armen. Like Armen got knocked out his last fight against fucking the Pirate. But
the double
I
back
think
fist, right?
yeah. I think Armen's going to be able to. He's bigger, longer. Pick him apart on the feet.
You going Armen?
I'm going Armen. You going? Fuck you going? You going Brunno?
No, I don't have a pick.
All right. This is your fight, brother. Go ahead, Joshua Van. Take it.
That's a wild haircut.
Joshua Van versus Rei. Let me say this right.
that shit.
Tsuruya? I think it's Tsuruya.
Tsuruya?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Tsuruya?
No, it's not really much to think about here. I think, like I said, he's like one of those Japanese-based wrestlers.
I can't wait until
Said
they
the
say
second
his
use
name
vi-
and it's
vi-
wrong.
uh,
And
vi-
you're saying it
sign-
wrong.
Well, you know what? It's
I don't know.
Tsuruya?
I don't know.
Tsuruya.
Thesaurus?
Yeah. Rei Tsuruya
Okay.
versus Joshua Van.
10-0 versus 12-2.
I get the wrestling aspect that he brings, but I think Joshua Van is very scrappy. He has very good takedown defense. I think
Hits
he's going
hard.
to piece him up on the feet. I think his last fight was
He was
really
beating
good
the
for him.
shit out of Cody Durden on the
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
Before that, and then him and he had that really good fight with Charles. Damn, that was fucking.
That was Noche, right?
How long ago was that?
Noche?
No, it was December 7th.
That was.
What's his
that
last
was in
fight?
July. Holy shit! I don't remember that feeling that long ago,
Mm-hmm.
but they were scrapping, and he was fucking putting it on Charles, and then eventually he got caught. But yeah, he's on a 2-fight winning streak right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like Joshua Van here for 125. He's a tank.
I like Joshua Van.
Yeah, I do too. So I'm riding with Joshua Van.
Thanks, man. Thanks for letting me get that off.
Yeah, you got that. You got that one.
So
Next one, Curtis Blaydes
Yo, the baby
versus.
always so loud. Why is turn it down a decibel?
How do you say this guy's name?
Rizvan Kuniev.
Rizvan. Yeah, all right. I'm
Yeah,
picking
you see
Curtis
that
Blaydes,
shit?
man.
I'm
Picking Curtis Blaydes.
Just in the picture, he looks tall as hell. I can't even find the fight on Tapology. Where the hell is it?
Who did Curtis Blaydes fight last? Tom Aspinall.
Oh, right here.
He got cooked.
Yeah,
That's all right though.
Before
Before
that,
that-
this guy, goddamn.
Before that, he beat Jalin Almeida. Curtis Blaydes is either he's winning against every single person besides
The
the,
elite-
best,
the best ones, right?
I'm taking
one or
Blaydes.
two.
Curtis Blaydes is good.
One or- he's very good.
He's
Re-
solid on the feet.
great
And
wrestling.
if he gets you down, you're more than likely.
Great
you're-
wrestling.
taking
He
Blaydes.
hits hard.
Yeah,
I'm picking Curtis Blaydes.
Yep.
and just you got to go off experience. I think so. What is this kid? I ain't gonna say kid. He might be like 38. I don't know. He's coming off the contender. This is his first fight.
He doesn't have
Come on,
any
bro.
UFC
Give me, come
fights.
on, come
Yeah.
on. If I'm
This was supposed to be on the UFC Seattle card, and they moved it.
okay. Yeah, I think you got to play Curtis Blaydes all day, unless you know something about this guy that I do not.
Yeah.
Which I'm sorry, I don't know anything about this guy because contenders come on
There's
Tuesdays and I'm at work.
And there's a gazillion of them. Can't keep up.
Facts.
King Green, he changed his name. It is no longer Bobby Green.
Like
It's
legit.
legally King Green
Ruffy.
versus Mauricio Huffy.
What did you think about him? Do you remember when he fought Jamie Mullarkey last time?
Smoked Jamie Malarkey.
Came in hot, first fight versus
Smoked him. Then he had a decision against but I was just looking at the guy.
It was James Lontop when he
Yep.
came in.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, he came in.
No, it was James Lontop. His last fight was James Lontop.
Oh yeah, so he came
Before
in for
that,
Jamie
it
Mullarkey.
was Malarkey. Smoked Malarkey.
Right.
I'm going to pick Huffy just because he's younger. He's
Fighting
dynamic.
nerds.
Yeah, like
That camp's
he's from a
hot.
really good camp. And Bobby hasn't looked the best as of late.
Do you think we're seeing the decline of
Bobby Green? Yeah, I do. I
that?
do.
Happens, man. What's he
It
on like a
happens,
5-fight losing streak?
He had like 30, what, 30?
He's got knocked out a couple times recently.
He's got 49 fights.
He got subbed by Patty. He beat Jim Miller.
Jalen Turner.
And then before that, he got smoked by Jalen Turner.
So he beat Jalen Turner, then he had a great performance. He beat Jim Miller ass, right?
He got smoked by Turner, beat Jim Miller, and then he got subbed by Patty.
Yeah, like it's either you fight OGs, older guys, more seasoned vets, or if you're going to try and test yourself against the younger competition, then I don't think those fights are going to work out
His
best for you.
performance against Patty was weird. Like the way he
Patty,
came out.
I thought he was going to fuck Patty up. I thought
We
he was
all
going to
did.
have a low stance, not be able to get taken down, and light him up. Because usually, like Bobby's got his hands down, he's moving good. That didn't happen. Patty came out and subbed the shit out of him quick.
I just wonder if Huffy's going to live up to, because like I said, I hate, like, again, that's like we always talk about like Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker came in, they started throwing John Jones' name out there, like he's the next coming to John.
Corey Anderson shut that shit down.
Right. So he's getting McGregor. But and this is one thing I don't even think you compare it. Like McGregor is something that we may not ever see again.
No, you're never
because the impact. Like we're still living on the impact of what McGregor has done for the sport.
McGregor changed MMA,
right?
Changed the UFC, changed the sport.
Could it happen again though?
No, not like Conor. No one's ever going to do it like Conor.
Like there'll never be like you. You probably don't watch much basketball, but like the Michael Jordan to LeBron.
I don't fucking know about basketball.
It was. I gotta. I saw your jab set. Kristen posted your jab set one time. Like you stepping on a roach. It was bad.
Damn, putting a cigarette out.
It was bad.
You can't ball and you can't dance. We're not gonna stereotype around here.
Yeah, Kurt, why you coming on my man?
I'm a good dad though. Yes, I know.
Damn. He said it. We're gonna get canceled. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, but living up to that, like I said, you start getting compared
I'm picking Huffy though.
You want to throw nothing through no windows or nothing, Sean, to get the fight you want?
Huh?
You gonna break no windows like some McGregor shit?
Oh, throwing a dolly.
Young bull.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be compared to that.
Shut up.
Go ahead. You don't like bull at box?
Yeah, the bull box side. Amanda Lemos versus
Lasmin. Is that supposed to be a J? Lasmin Lucindo?
I'm not sure, brother. But I'm going to pick Amanda Lemos.
I think she's going to be very strong here. Like I said, even though she lost that fight, I never forget. Like she was very, very durable, and I think that was versus Weili.
Mm-hmm. Let
me make sure I ain't tripping if I remember. Because I just remember she constantly was like
her last fight was against Verna Jandiroba. She got subbed, but before that, she beat Mackenzie Dern. So yeah, Amanda Lemos, she's kind of like the same. Like she beats like really good girls and loses to really good girls as well. So
I do remember seeing this Lucindo girl though. Forgive me, man. I don't.
And then before that, she lost to Weili Zhang.
Yeah, man. I remember, but I can't remember what.
I hear you, brother. What she does. That's all right. I'm picking Amanda Lemos.
But this next one,
Jalin Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. This is a good fight. I'm picking Jalin Turner.
I am. I think Jalin is going to be the more technical guy.
I feel like Jalin has more ways to win as well. Like, I feel like when you see Ignacio, he's primarily just a striker.
Correct.
I feel like Jalin Turner can mix it up. Hopefully, if he not drops him, he finishes the fight instead of walks away he did against Moicano. And then gets ground and pounded to death.
I think a good fight to go back and watch probably for the body sizes. I think I was watching the Dan Hooker fight.
They're both tall though.
That's what I'm saying. Dan Hooker was probably the best look you can get for.
And that was a close fight.
Yeah. Really good fight. Ignacio Bahamondes, remember his last round was against Manuel Torres on, I think it was Noche night, I believe. Let me double check. He might have fought again.
Yeah, he saw Bradford. Like Jalin Turner has knockouts, he has submissions. I just think he has more ways to win.
The one success that Manuel was having last fight, I don't feel like that's going to be here this fight because he was significantly taller and the dude kept reaching. Every time he reached, step back, right hand. So he dropped him once, dropped him twice, finished him. And that was on Noche. I don't think that's going to be the case here with a much taller fighter.
I was very salty about that fight.
You took Manuel Torres?
Yes. Very salty.
All right. Play as fuck up, bro.
Plays?
Wasn't playing, but yeah, I do think Jalin Turner is going to be successful here. I'm on the Jalin Turner train.
Next one, Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev.
Have you gone back and watched the first one?
It was originally supposed to be another man. It was supposed to be Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker broke his hand.
Well, he announced that. Did he?
He announced it on his daughter's YouTube channel.
The hell?
Now, when something like that happens, does the business prefer you let them control how?
Quick side note. When I got my contract for this fight, Boyd called. He was like, yo, did you look at your contract? I was like, no. He was in my I should have looked at it, but in bold letters, it said, do not announce this fight until the promotion does, pretty much.
Okay.
So
they're very clear on what they.
Yeah, and Lloyd's like, I've never seen that before. Obviously, so I don't know how, this is a different situation, but yeah, he just announced that shit himself.
You don't think they're happy about that, probably, right?
Probably not. They like to That's how like the whole
They like damage control, right?
That's how the whole Ariel Helwani beef started.
Oh yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah, I think it's easier for Dana. Like when something falls through, it's easier for me to make my play this way. When you, what's up, guys?
Yep.
If you don't know, these two fingers right here go right here. This is all, but we're moving this guy up. You know what I mean? You mad, but you like. All right, you know what I mean? Like, I can fuck with that, right? Because now you got Gaethje. So I think when you do something like that, it probably does like piss them off. But
this is still a very good fight.
The first was so good,
close.
bro.
It was so close. I thought Gaethje was getting beat up the first round.
In the first fight.
In the first fight.
There was some crazy, but he's like in ways they both looked good throughout that whole fight until Fiziev didn't. Yeah. And that was honestly, that may have been one of the best versions of Justin Gaethje that we ever saw.
See him hit that double leg too? That's the only takedown he's ever hit in the UFC.
Now, and that's my thing about this fight. When you go back and watch that last fight, you got to say that Justin Gaethje has to fight this fight as if this is round 4 because the first two joints they got to know each other, right? Yeah. So it's just heat is back and forth, like whatever.
Looking at and even like total strikes,
smoked him, right?
It was 106 to 97. Significant was 103 to 90. Like and it was razor thin.
Two things to remember though. I think damage happened to Fiziev's eye, and like the second, which did kind of change things. It's kind of like Gaethje's nose. I'm not gonna say Hollywood's gonna win that shit anyway, it seemed like, but you know what I mean, like an injury can or bad damage can definitely direct it in a different direction. And then the other thing was something else, but either way, in the third, Gaethje started jabbing heavy, and he started he got the takedown. He tried to go for the takedown in like the second, then he got it in the actual third at the very end. And I think when you come into this fight, you got to fight this like round 4. Don't forget that your jab was being successful, and don't forget to try and mix it up. Other than that, they were like crashing out.
Still a 3-round fight. Hooker and Gaethje originally were going to be a 5-rounder. Obviously, Fiziev is taking this on short notice, so they switched it to a 3-rounder. I don't that might favor Fiziev a little. If it was a 5-rounder, I definitely would favor Justin more. I'm still favoring Justin going into this. Fiziev's been off for a while. Like his last fight was when he got hurt in 2023 against Gamrot.
That was the other factor that you got to take in consideration. Are we about to get the same guy on the same course that he was on?
I don't think so.
Before
he had plenty of time to prepare for Justin. Now he's coming off an injury, 2 weeks notice. I think Justin's going to run away with it.
It
could be close.
On short, like I said, your fight is considered slightly short.
5
notice.
weeks, yeah.
Right. On short notice, like, do you feel like people would take fights if they knew so you got people that train all year round, like I know you're an all year round trainer, then you got people who look at it like, if I don't have a fight, it's like an off season for me. And I'll get back in shape, I'll get back in shape 8 weeks out or something like that. But I think people who can take short notice fights are guys who probably train all year round, correct? So,
or they just see an opportunity and they're like, fuck it,
they're in some sort of shape.
Yeah.
No way you would step in there and you just fat patty.
Some dudes
fat
do.
Patty pimp.
Some dudes do. I've seen it. Some guys have. But that's not Fiziev.
Showing in camp is 9 hours. Showing out of camp is 8 hours.
That's not Fiziev though. Fiziev, he trains in Thailand. Man's always in training. He's been looking for a fight like for months, so he's in shape. So it's not like we're going to get a washed Fiziev.
I think he'll be prepared.
I think I'm still picking Justin Gaethje though.
I think the last fight says you have to take him, but at the same, it's the factor for Justin Gaethje is, what does that knockdown do? I mean, what does that knockout from Max Holloway do to Justin Gaethje? Are we still the part that pisses me off is, who did Gaethje fight before Holloway? He knocked out
and
then he said, this is probably my last run, whatever. And the BMF title was more like a side quest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That wasn't nothing had to do with the division, correct?
Not really, because Max was just moving up. And we all kind of thought Justin Gaethje was going to dog Max Holloway, and then it turns out.
Yeah.
I
kind of didn't like it. Like, I was like, this is you're on your last go. Let's keep all your energy towards.
Didn't make sense.
Right. So, but yeah, you got to consider the knockout. You got to ask yourself, what do you think that knockout did to Justin Gaethje? Are we going to get the same? Are we going to get the same Justin
Gaethje? What'd you drop?
It was the cord to the thing, or like, is it going to change him significantly? So we'll see. But do you got a pick there?
Justin Gaethje.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Gaethje.
I gotta go Gaethje too.
Gaethje's one of the most. He's probably, if not the most violent dude in the UFC.
Now the headphone work.
Yeah.
Unplug yours and plug it back in.
I did.
It worked?
No.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that about a
This
bitch?
part came out.
Ain't
That's
ain't
crazy.
Damn. Young
What you
Bulls
do? You
is
press
drawn.
something? That's crazy.
Nah,
you just turned it on, didn't you? You piece of shit.
Dev, you could talk. They know you back there.
Nah.
He talking about some.
Now this
We
one
gave
has to
him
be
a
like
complex.
slightly in or slightly out. All right, I'm not fucking with it.
Go ahead,
All right,
go ahead.
main event:
Dev has
Alex
a
Pereira
complex.
versus Magomed Ankalaev. I'm fucking picking
I know.
Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
I love Alex. I'm very biased in this pick. I love him. Yeah, I'm
Are
a
you
fan.
biased or you don't think there's like?
I'm a fan. I don't know. I think that Alex Pereira can touch an elephant and knock him out. So
Yeah, I heard a story back in the day. Roberto Duran knocked out a horse.
I heard,
You heard that?
Heard
Probably
same
some
story.
lying ass shit our dads made up at the bar.
He
Though.
slept the horse.
That motherfucker knocked out a horse. I swear. He lying.
I think I could choke out a cheetah.
I think you'll die. You think?
I
My
think
bad.
I-
We're way off track, but let's go down there real quick.
No.
I think I could choke. I think anything that has a neck, I can put to sleep.
I got you. What part of a giraffe neck would you choke? Huh?
You gonna wake up in heaven so pissed. The way that motherfucker gonna twist out that shit and be right at your jugular, you gonna be dead as shit, and that's gonna be the last.
The last
If
cheetah
I
you
get
choke.
the jump, if I get the jump on a cheetah, I'm in my safari. I see the cheetah trying to come and get Bane. I'm like, oh, you're about to try to get my dog. I'm going to be like this above
The fuck is that?
the cheetah. I'm about to pounce on the cheetah.
That's a pounce on the
I'm
cheetah.
not coming at the cheetah like this.
You're gonna
I'm
do a
coming
bulldog
from
choke.
above the
Bulldog
no,
choke.
I'm coming above the cheetah. I'm on his back. Fully locked in rear naked. Yes.
I might
Cheetah
know.
goes to
Honestly,
sleep.
I might give you a cheetah, but like anything bigger, leopard.
I'm not saying like a neck like.
No, I know you. You're not.
Yeah,
you definitely
I'm
not
not saying
doing
a
shit like this.
fucking-
You're gonna lose everything in
I'm,
your
I'm
gut.
not saying a fucking like a lion.
Yeah.
Cheetah.
What part of a giraffe would you choke? Like what part
It's
of its
hot.
neck?
Closest to
gotcha.
the brain.
Alright,
Cut
I'm
the
with
brain
you.
off.
It works no
Fucking
matter what.
dickhead.
I got you. Fucking giraffe neck is 11
Fucking
feet long.
white, fucking white blue belt bitch ass.
See that
What part
shit?
of the fucking
Gangsta.
neck am I
Oh,
gonna
that
choke?
shit.
Buddy,
Closest to the brain, pussy.
I'm a blue
You
belt
have
too.
one?
Closest to the brain, pussy.
Do you have one?
Do I have a brain? Do you got a brain?
Slap the shit out of you.
Footage of me choking you out.
Chill. She did choke
All
me
right,
out.
back.
My bad.
My man
to
did
back,
real
more
hard
cheetahs.
back to the main card.
I think you just have to pick Alex Pereira. You have to pick Alex Pereira.
I think we are in an Alex Pereira time.
I think it's bad for the UFC and the sport if Alex Pereira loses as well. The UFC is very skimp on superstars right now, and unfortunately, Magomed is not a superstar. He might be huge in Russia or like over there, but Alex Pereira is a superstar across the world. We need guys like him. Conor's on his way out. Pereira probably doesn't have that many fights left, but what he does have left, we need all of that for the sport of MMA. He's very good for the sport.
Have you been watching any of his training videos at all?
Dude, all the time.
He's been hitting pads, doing like 40, 50-minute sessions
Bro.
in the snow, barefoot.
I'm looking at Ankalaev.
Can
He doesn't
Ankalaev
see-
wrestle him?
Can he finish him?
Possibly wrestle the shit out of him? Possibly. Could we be very sad next week on this Sunday? Possibly. But I think Alex Pereira is going to knock him out.
Yeah, I think wrestling is one thing, but I think you're working with Glover.
No, he's
Great. I
he's
think
working with a
you
great
know
camp.
how
Yes.
to get up.
Yes.
Like it's not it's can you finish if he can get back up. So far, Alex doesn't show stamina issues. Like I said, he has an aura about his power, and I think that's
that power carries late. He knocked out fucking Izzy in the fifth round.
Yeah.
Me and Kristen were I was in the bathroom taking a piss at the fucking at MSG. And it's like, oh,
You missed it live?
Missed it. Bro, Izzy was beating his ass, like just picking him apart. We were like, yo, we got to leave. We were going to miss our train. And then the place went nuts. Nuts. Yes.
I got you.
Yes. But anyway, I'm picking Alex Pereira.
I believe I'm gonna go
Same
with
here.
Alex as well. No,
Yeah, who you picking? We haven't asked you anything. Who you
I just
picking?
told you.
You picking
Alex.
You picking Alex?
I'm with you, kid.
Why? Because your son's name Alex?
Yeah. And I'm with you, kiddo.
Respect.
that's a good pick.
Got any shout outs?
Yeah.
Not yet.
But yeah, like I said, I got to go with that. Obviously, like you said, we could be sad next week.
Yeah.
Ankalaev could try
Yeah.
and grind him out, but I don't think that is. People say that like that's just an easy task.
It's like it's easy.
Yeah, it's
The
not-
shit is not easy.
No, not
easy.
And you're a grappler.
Not
just,
easy.
Just that people probably I see it in the post about like
Good.
you're fighting a former world champion, brother.
Yes.
Like I'm not gonna say I'm just gonna.
Yes.
That's what I plan to do.
Yes.
But when you get in there,
Yes.
you're like, all right. So yeah, it's just not
Yeah.
that simple to say. Yeah, Brady's just like, or
Not that simple.
It's not that
Yep.
simple. It's not a simple task.
But yeah, that's UFC 313.
We want them to believe that shit about Sean. Let
That's
them.
UFC 313. I think it's gonna be a good card. You got some hot topics for us?
I was curious what you thought about Jim Miller's suggestion about taxing you
taxing
guys
people's pockets.
Because even last night, again, it didn't ruin the performance, but do you feel like a man might have gotten screwed?
Well, even eye pokes, fence grabs, you're cheating because you know you can get away with it.
Eye poke's a little
I'm not
tougher.
saying I like you. People are out here poking people in the eye on purpose, but some motherfuckers might. Like even when I fought Gilbert, I kicked him in the balls by accident. He said he did it back to me on purpose.
I probably did the
Like
same
brother, like send me a piece of your check. Send me some of your check. But like that's we're like if you're grabbing the fence, you're cheating on purpose because you know you're going to get away with it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I like same thing with missing weight. Like hit him hard, hit him hard in the pockets.
You touch a man pockets, you'll see a change in that man.
Hell
For
yeah.
sure. That's how we, whatever. So
Yeah,
I'm not opposed to it.
I'm
you
not
know?
either.
And it seems he must be talking from a standpoint of somebody who doesn't have many infractions or
Yeah.
encounters
Yeah.
where he committed that offense.
Yeah.
But
What do you say? He got
It's hard
7
to-
hours.
bro.
7 hours in his.
Close your fucking hand. Like when you're about to punch somebody in the face, just close your hand, and you won't poke them in the eye.
I think it's the fact that when your hand is open, it's a bigger defense.
Yeah.
When your hand is closed, obviously something can go over top.
Yeah.
When you got
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
it's your fingers.
No,
Fillets, you know what I mean?
No, for sure. But I'm saying when I'm throwing my strike though, I'm not throwing it with an open hand to fucking touch your face.
Last night, somebody got the shit slapped out of me. Who was it? Manel Cop?
You got
Single
slapped.
leg? Who was it? Somebody slapped the shit. It was a purposeful strike. Slapped him because he
If
had
someone is on my single leg and their head's on the inside, I do go like that.
on the ear.
I palm them right in the side of the head.
You ever do that shit with your ear where your jawline
Oh
hurt?
yeah,
Ooh.
right in the side. Palm the shit out of them. But
You gonna let it go?
I'll be. I'm down. I'm down with that.
Yeah. So I thought that was
Tax the pockets.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe
Tax
Worst
the
it's,
place to
but
get punched.
It's, I guess in a way, it's getting worse and getting worse. We talked about it a lot through this card. Just people that may be on a chopping block or whatever. I don't know if you saw last week. Like I said, 8 people got cut last week. One of them was doing fairly. I forgot to get the list.
Dude, Pat beat Jonathan Pierce got cut.
Yeah. It was like 8 dudes, and like then I'm like on Instagram sometimes. Like you see fighters like damn near begging the
for
UFC for fights. Where you like, is it a crisis?
Well, because there's just so many fights. There's so many fighters, not enough fights, So like, and especially if you're at that bottom echelon of the UFC, like you're very replaceable. So guys
Ready.
want to fucking fight and get their jobs.
I got the list for you. Matthew Sellensberger, Cody Stamen, Taylor
damn.
Lapilis, Roosevelt Roberts,
Good
Natan
fighters.
Levy, Julio Arce,
Natan Levy threw me he was 2-2. I think he only lost. That one threw me for a loop a little bit.
Josh Calabo, and Jonathan Pierce.
Sad because I like Josh Calabo. Like even his last fight, it was close.
Threw me
I think
for
a close loss should be. I mean, it's a loss, but it's a close loss, like where it was like either way,
Yeah.
and that hold that against you. Even like Cody Brundage, like I said, he was looking bad. He found, like he said, he just found a new way to believe in himself,
Yeah.
which is very important. And I think he got the motivation with his kid that he was talking about, which is fucked up. But man, got to do what he got to do. But yeah, it's just. I don't know. It seems like we're in like it's just in a crisis in the sense of just people needing work. And I don't know how that works. Is it based upon your management? Is it based upon your performance as a
Bro, nobody knows. It doesn't like there's
when they call you, you better just
there's
be
no
ready.
structure. There's no like nobody. It's not like the NFL. We have 17 games or how you know your
Right.
schedule. You know when you're when you're playing. This it's all laid out. MMA is nothing like that. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm sure they have a reason for some things, but people get hurt. This happens, that happens. You get like it's very unpredictable.
Got you.
Some fight announcements. Is that what you want to? I'm looking at this big Marcel page. I'm just going to pick out a few that I'm.
What do you see? What stands out? What do you look forward to?
Cheeto.
Cheeto's not doing too well. Is he?
Cheeto's fighting Mario Batista.
Let me see.
Yeah, I think Cheeto's won what 2 or 3 fight
I
losing
don't know,
streak?
bro.
2 fights.
Last 4 is 3-1. Lost to Corey Sanhagen.
1
Lost to
and 3.
I mean, 1 and 3.
It's
yeah,
okay, brother. I got you.
I went to
good at
public
math.
school, so
did too.
right there. Yeah,
I did too.
right there, Washington High.
If we ain't adding up 45-pound plates, I have a hard time. But
I took this course called Discrete Math, and it was no numbers involved. It was like 3 leg chairs plus such and such equals. So you'd be like, bitch, what the? I thought I was slow. You know what I mean? But yeah, but the names though, you're like,
he's fighting the best guys.
Figgy, Sean O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen,
Best guys in the world.
Pedro Munoz, he won. You get what I'm saying? So
Best guys in the world.
Yeah, I love Cheeto still.
Yeah, I do too.
I just don't bet on him anymore.
It's all right.
Yeah.
The next one, Gene Silva and Bryce Mitchell. So Gene Silva said
this is supposed to be a slaughter.
He wants to slaughter him for all the stuff that he was saying, all the wild shit. I'm not going to say the words, but he was saying some crazy shit. Gene Silva might knock Bryce Mitchell the fuck out. But Gene Silva also might get grappled the fuck up by Bryce Mitchell.
Bryce not sweet. He's not.
Bryce not
No. Bryce.
He's out there fighting fucking cheap and shit.
One thing, like I said, freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. Bryce is standing on business on whatever he said. Bryce is over there standing. He's not flinching. He's not scared. He's in the comment section. He's not backing down from UFC. Dana White.
Yo.
Bryce standing on flat earth and Bryce standing on.
Did he go on a podcast and Rampage came at him?
Yeah. There's a lot of controversy. How do you say it?
Controversy
around that.
You went to public school
they
too.
took him on. Oh yeah. They put him on the show and they said, we're not going to give you a platform to talk about it, but then they proceeded to do a podcast. So a lot of people were kind of
somebody called them out about that. I remember. Yeah. Got you.
They're like, oh, we had them booked before.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
We know how publicity
but whatever. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Jamal Hill, Khalil Roundtree.
Quick pick. What you got right there?
Roundtree.
Jamal Hill is, like, after his last fight, I said he's actually better.
He was saying he wants to get back in there sooner than later because he just felt like his last fight, he had like a year off, and he was like, I felt that ring rust. So he might come out here and look a lot better.
Not only ring rust,
he didn't look bad. He didn't look bad against Yuri.
I look at some guys and I like
he's a carrot.
Little body, not body shaming, but I think if Jamal Hill, like last night with Chepe recently started working with a nutritionist. He found out he was allergic to pistachios and tomatoes or something like that. Like they add Sam Peterson too. Like looking at some of the guys, like when they actually start taking their nutrition a little serious, and they come in with these where you could see that they made a change that's giving them a better frame. I think Jamal Hill in like a slightly better shape kind of like makes a different outcome or something.
Definitely looks like he eats Burger King.
It is, but he performs.
Yes, he does.
And as you said, that's all that matters, right? You always say that is all that matters.
That's all that matters. Jose Aldo is fighting Ariel Helwani. No, I'm just kidding.
What the hell?
He's fighting Ariel Helwani.
Zahabi?
The Zahabi brother.
Zahabi?
He looks like Ariel Helwani.
Oh shit!
I heard. Well, obviously through another podcast they were talking about this topic, but I heard Aldo gets paid, bro.
But my thing is, why give Jose Aldo him? He should have been fighting like Dominic Cruz before he got hurt. There's so many other guys he could fight that would be cool to see. Like, I don't think Aldo's going to, like, this guy's trying to go on, like a run for the title. Like, I'd rather see Aldo fight other guys with big names. Like, I would like to see Jose Aldo and Henry Cejudo. Something like that, you know? But, like I said, the UFC has a rhyme and a reason for everything.
Anything else?
There's a lot of fights announced, but nothing too big. So, what else you got for me?
Not much, man. We about to wrap it up shortly. I'm going to talk about London every week, but we are what, 3 weeks out?
3 weeks out.
Yeah.
Flights are booked. Airbnbs are booked. We're going to London.
We did that. That's like
oh.
Yo, we seen our hands.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No.
And again, that goes back to even like the last 2 weeks, like I said, our output of this is kind of like there's a lot of shit happening. But nothing stops in your real world either.
No.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So flights, Airbnb, like, and it's a foreign land. We're foreigners. We're going over there as foreigners. You get what I'm saying? I'm like
figuring out who can go.
It's a lot goes on in the back.
Yep.
It's all figured out.
But I got a good team. All you guys helping me, making sure everything's going to be right. We got a good squad going out there. So it's all good.
How you feeling? You feeling?
Bro,
I feel good.
I feel good.
I feel fucking good.
I feel good, man.
I know
I'm training like it's crazy. like having like a condensed camp, but like I feel great. Like I feel like right where I need to. I actually feel better than where I should be. At this point, I feel better now than I did at this point for the Gilbert fight, and it's just like because I knew something was going to come up, whether it was April, whenever it was. Like I knew something was going to happen, and I stayed in the gym, stayed consistent, and it's paying off.
You said, I'm saying this on air. You said something recently that I was like, this is a totally different person because I've never heard you talk from this standpoint. It just tells me that the old you is 100% gone. But just saying something like, you know what I mean? It was the term win or loss. And I was just like, I said, that's it. I said, because winning is not, I can't explain it. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The old you had to kill that off and just change like, no, I'm going to here to fight and I'm going to give my best and this and that. So I'm looking forward to it. But I think.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm going to go there and I'm going to win.
That's how you have to. I have to believe that.
I'm going to win this fight.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that. I truly believe this is my time to. Like back in 2022 when I lost to Bilal, like I wasn't ready for these big fights and these big moments. Like that old Sean Brady had to die. I became a new version of myself, and then since becoming a dad, I feel like that's became even a different level of who I am. Yep. So yeah, I am. Y'all
just be saying
you want a superpower.
Y'all be saying the Bilal TKO joint in the comment section like the N word. Like y'all think that shoot is the most harsh.
I'm a yo. You think I think
yo? They throw it like a draw 4, yo.
Did it get dropped? Completely fine afterwards. Like, brother, I lost. He is the UFC champion.
Yeah, like, but they think
if me and Bilal fight 10 times, I'm winning 9 of them. I lost the 1. Like, it's okay. And I don't talk like, because I know I'm going to get my get back.
Yeah.
And y'all can be in the comments and say that I am number 5 in the UFC. You guys y'all are out here writing in the comments on my show of my shit. So
fuck out of here.
I know. I'm just saying. I think it's funny. I'll be like, they swear.
Or like anybody when you lost it. It's like, bro,
you should start liking it. You should say facts.
I was going to the one time facts. But no,
listen.
3 weeks out, I feel amazing. Teams, my body feel everything's good. We're training hard as shit. We're ready to fucking go.
Sean, I know it's a business trip, but do you plan on doing any like sightseeing over there?
I'm sure that week they're gonna have me and Leon go
take a picture in front of Big Ben
places, do stuff like that. I don't even know what Big Ben is. Is that the clock?
It's the clock.
Yeah.
I always want to get on a double decker.
I have an iPhone. I don't need to look at Big Ben to tell my time.
Don't say that.
I'm just kidding, bro.
Look very excited.
I am. No, I'm honestly looking forward to it. But as far as after the fight, no. I'm getting the fuck out of there. We're on the 10 a.m., John.
No fish and chips. Not too many details.
No fish and chips, brother.
We're going to find some steaks, though.
We're
figure something out.
He's got to get into a soccer fight over there. That's like the big thing.
They got steaks, for sure. Supposedly we got a chef coming to the house to cook us dinner that night.
Who?
Awesome.
A chef.
Yo, man, we really started from the bottom. Now we here, man.
We here. I'm like, all right, I'll take a chef.
I'll take a chef too. Nah. I remember, you know what I mean?
She needs a
after parties at little bars across the street. So it's like, yeah.
We're moving up in the world. But no, we're going to try to, I leave in a week from now. I leave in 2 weeks from now. So we have 2 more podcasts we'll do. We'll keep it consistent.
I don't know what's happening that week because you're leaving before the fights.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
And we're going to be
Friday.
going after.
Yeah,
I do. But worst come to worst, what I'm going to do is I will mic you up over there and just have you do picks. Real quick, almost like a quick 2-minute situation of just glancing through the card.
There will be
that may be the one episode I don't know.
There will be something out. So, but yeah. Thank you guys for the support.
Always,
whether you're commenting about me getting TKO'd by Bilal or if you love me. It all helps us out in some way.
Sign up for
SteadyPicks.
They have the pro picks, man. These are just picks.
Give Joe Pyfer hell in the comments for missing another episode.
Shout out Blaydes Studios.
You want to announce any of your like
kids?
You got anything? You got anything?
Well,
6'9".
We're going to start our college tour now.
Yeah,
for his commitments.
Okay.
So
I thought that was already
Bro,
going
if he
on.
makes it, don't
No.
forget about me. Seriously.
I already told your Uncle Kurt already.
Yeah, I appreciate
You know
it.
that?
I know I ain't never did
Maybe
shit,
he'll
but
buy
I'm
you
gonna
some
send
new fucking sweatpants.
Nah, dude, I got like 7 pairs of
Yeah,
gray
okay, that's
clothes.
what
I
they
know.
all say.
I hear you.
That's what they all say.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Wait.
Sign up for
Show
SteadyPicks.
that. Show.
Peace.